School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 3, atoms and molecules. Now here what we have done is we said about atomic mass unit, how that comes into existence. Then we saw atoms. Do atoms exist? How do atom exist? Basically atom never exists in a free form. Atom never exists in a free form. Understand one small thing. They always uh, exist in a combined form, right? In forms of a molecule and all, right? So atom exists always in a combined form, right? Second thing what we are talking here is, so as what I said, atoms always exist in a combined form, that is a molecule. So when you say molecules, it is a group of when you say molecule, it is a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together, right? Now, molecules of an element. Now, when you talk about molecules of an element, there are certain molecules like argon, helium, etc. They always available in the free form. They don't combine, right? They don't combine much. Okay, they don't combine much. So here, what we are talking is that they never combine in free form like this. They always there in only one atom, right? So first thing, but it is not the case with most of the non-metals, right? They non-metals like oxygen, right? They are there in the form of uh, two atoms, like, right? They are there in the form of two atoms. So first, what I'm talking is that there are certain metals that available in the free in a single atom only, that is argon and helium like this. But there are certain one that are available in the those atoms are available in a combined form. For example, if you say oxygen, right? So oxygen is available in the form of diatomic. Diatomic means two atoms together. Diatomic means two atoms together. O2. Okay. So oxygen is available in this way. Single molecule is available in this way, right? Third thing what we are talking is uh, even it will available in the pair of three also. So basically what we are talking is argon is a monoatomic. Monoatomic means single atom. Helium is a single atom, right? Then so helium is a single atom. Then what we talked was oxygen is a diatomic molecule, hydrogen is a diatomic molecule, nitrogen, so it's O2, H2, right? N2, chlorine, Cl2, like this. So those are all available in the two things. But then we talk about, if you talk about this one, phosphorus or sulfur. Phosphorus is available in a tetra form, it's P4, and sulfur is a polyatomic element that combines in a many form, So that is what we are talking here, right? So you hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. Now molecules of a compound, if you talk, what we are saying is atoms of different elements joined together, right? Now, so what does that mean? Let me show you. So atoms of different elements joined together in a definite proportion to form molecules of compound, for example, as given in table. Now let's see if you see hydrogen and oxygen, what is the ratio by mass? 1:8. What is the ratio by mass? 1:8. Ratio by mass is 1:8. So what they are trying to tell you here is, then atomic mass is given as, their atomic mass is given as 1:16, and if you take a ratio of that 1:1, 1:8:16, so 1:1 is 1, 8:16 is 1/2. So simplest ratio is 2:1. So and that is how H upon H is to O is given as 2:1. H upon O is given as 2:1, right? That is how they form a ratio. Understand this thing. Every atoms combines in a appropriate proportion, right? Every atoms combines in appropriate proportion, and that is what we are talking. It is combining in some appropriate proportion, and what is that proportion? And what is that proportion? This one. H is to O is 2:1, and that is how we combine and get it 2:1. Okay, so I hope you are getting what I am trying to say. Now what is an ion? Ion is like what? When compound composed of metals and non-metals, they are charged species. These charged species are known as ion. For example, you must have seen somewhere written like this H2O, OH minus or something like this. Now, how do you get all those things? Is ions can consisting as a single charge atom, but an ion can be a positive charge or negatively charged. A negatively charged is called anions. A negatively charged ion is called anions, and a positively charged ion is called cation. So it's a difference between two things: negatively charged ion and positively charged ion. Negatively charged ions we call it as a anion, and that we call it as a cation. Okay, understood what I am saying? Anion and cation. Understand these two things. Negatively charged ion is called anion and positively charged ion is called cation. Okay, so take an example of sodium chloride, NaCl, right? So in that you can see Na plus and Cl minus. Now when you say Na plus and Cl minus means Na plus is an anion, is a cation, and Cl minus is an anion, right? Okay, so that is the reason we call this positive or negative ion is called anion and a cation. Understood what I say? So some ionic compounds, for example calcium oxide, magnesium sulfide, sodium chloride, all these are in this way. Understood what I am trying to say? So this is small thing you have to understand before we learn more about writing a chemical formula. See, what we were talking is about molecules. Molecules are always there in a combined form. Combined form in the sense, molecules are always there in a combined form. Combined form in the sense, again I said, two or more atoms or group of atoms can join together to become a molecules. Molecules can be available in a single form. Molecule can be available in a 2 atoms, 3 atoms, right? Based on that, the name is been given mono. That's why it is given mono. Mono means 1, di means 2, tetra means 4, and that is how the name comes. And then when they combine, it goes like this. When they combine, it goes like this. Okay. So just put a little effort to understand this thing and see why only 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. This is the thing. Take ratio by mass, so it's 1:8, then atomic mass, and then take a ratio of both. That means 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, and that is how the chemical formula of water, molecule of water, turns out to be H2O. Okay, so these small things you have to understand properly. Okay, fine, that's it for a day. We are going to see more in the next session. Thank you so much.